Hello, today is Friday and the 9th day of February 2017. Not even close, especially with all the snow in my neck of the woods. Okay, Litecoin, Bitcoin is the cross. Everything is within your own risk and own reward. And Fibonacci analysis is the subject. I look for a key high. This one here is about 0.03249. Plus a 3 on top of that. Or 3.2 million Satoshi. And then this drops down to exactly 300,000 Satoshi in March of 2017. Those will be the levels in which I'll be focusing on. I'll first look at a 38.2% level, and you can tell it broke through it easily on its first move up back last year. And to calculate it, high divided by the low, which gives you the difference of the move. I think that's a big one to always do, high divided by low. It tells you how much something goes up or down by. And in this world of cryptocurrencies, talking about percentage gains just makes it difficult for the human brain. Because instead of saying something is up, say, 2,844%, just say it's 29 times higher. And instead of saying this market fell 92% down, just say it's down like 12 or 13 times, whatever that number happens to be. Because that's how the movements within these markets happen to occur. Litecoin's a bigger one. The moves aren't quite as volatile in large numbers like some of the other cryptocurrency altcoins, but I like the confidence Litecoin gives me as a trader. So then, high divided by low to the root of the 38.2% exponent, or 0.382. It's a bunch of numbers. I got the exact Fibonacci number that I'll be using. And I'm going to multiply it again on the 300,000 Satoshi low, which gives me a figure in at 750,000 Satoshi. A level that was not that much resistance last March, but the support level, well, albeit it worked out very well within the lows in 2017. So therefore, the next number is a 61.8% correction. And mathematically speaking, the distance from here to here on a pure true logarithmic chart would be the same distance from here to however lower it goes. But you know it's going to be within this resistance area. That number happens to be 1.3 million Satoshi. So therefore, from the time it got there, less than 1 year ago, it never really acted well as exact support or that of resistance. Meaning it chopped above and below it, but for the most part, it has chopped above it. However, it almost found support here on its last move the previous week. And now it's in a situation, of course, it's already got the bullish pattern for it to break out, but I can continue within the Fibonacci levels because after a 61.8% mark represents a 76.4. How I calculate that is I take the 61.8%, multiply it by itself or square it, that brings it 38.2. And then I'll multiply it by 61.8%. That gets me 23.61. Subtract that number, or the opposite of such. And its number for the next key Fibonacci line, and getting above this is what it needs to be on a pure ready-to-go breakout phase. Well, that number is in at 1.8 million Satoshi, which is basically the resistance that it has been serving on numerous occasions. And on the bullish level, how it's been recently over, well, since this move here, a very fast move to the high, and it really didn't deny it or have any large sell-off afterwards. It has had a very nice correction. And when I see these style moves, I like to envision them to occur in a situation when it breaks a major level of resistance, and I think I'm looking at such in this case again here. Now, if it breaks through this level, I'll be looking for the next Fibonacci point after that. So I believe it's around the 85% mark. But as we move to these higher numbers, they become very short term. This would be really the last one you would probably want to use before previous high. Its next number is in at about 232,000 or 2.32 million rather Satoshi. It almost came up to it on those 2 points, but not quite. And for really a short-term move in here, let's switch it to the, no, keep it weekly chart. But any move up here, that would be a level. I would not be surprised maybe if it resists here and really do one of two things. Either come back to the 187 handle or just go. Sort of like we've seen in here, because it's at the breakout phase. When you're not finding resistance where you're supposed to, you just literally have big gains. So I'm not going to do any more Fibonacci below the high, because when I see a move like this, bullish level, you're at least looking to make a test of previous high, but you'd expect to do better than that, which gives us Fibonacci upside. And the way I usually look at it is in a situation where a market has an uptrend and then makes a significant price action higher or low. And that's exactly the case. There's the gain here. So we've got the same lows in at 300. Of course, these highs in here are closer to 220. So I would do 220 or 2200 divided by 300. Let me bring up my program that I made, which is basically nothing more than a calculator, and put in one of the numbers. Say we'll do 300, and then we said 2200. That gives us an up target of 0.075. That's what we're going to get in here. Now, if we look at this in here, this is an uptrend having a significant price correction, but with a lower low from in here. I'm going to calculate what its 161.8% level is. I've already calculated, I just haven't looked at that number yet. And its number is in at 0.1448, which is just a little bit below the interesting 0.2 number, as that has been referred to as where Cliff High in the Webbot sees the price moving up towards. Now, it would have to have a move very similar to its every rally it's pretty much ever had, because it started off going down, and then you have this rally in 2015 that goes straight up, and then it goes down, and then straight up again, and then even these small moves, this was straight up, down, straight up, down, straight up, down. So every single time Litecoin rallies, it only knows one way, and that is to go on the elevator and then fool around with the digits and say, you know, I want to go up these. Usually each floor takes like, I don't know, we'll say like 5, 6 seconds, 7 seconds for the elevator to go up that. And I got to go up thousands of floors. Why don't we do like 5, 6, 7 floors a second and just zoom up this elevator? This is almost how this almost reminds me of. It's wild, wild moves, but it only has had its rallies basically straight up. And because of that as well, when you see the breaks of these levels between the 0.02, 0.022, and I guess even the 0.023 handle, when it has that clear surge above it, these types of moves would not surprise me. It is so totally not out of line for me to think that something like that would happen. And I hope it does, but of course the market's always going to do what it's going to do. As a trader, especially for something like Litecoin, you are not bigger than the market. And the better you are within your analyzations, as well as just understanding execution times, and the better you're going to do. That's how I feel anyway. I've done relatively well so far. And I'm going to conclude this video. Thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a magnificent day. Bye-bye.